the nation.
Nah, it's fucking
It's time to connect. Leo, Jay, Nate, Jeff, Rod. Yeah, silver and black. The crew is insane. Breaking down the madness before you can blink. Another week, wow, another storyline. But the Raider connection keeps it all in line. From Vegas lights to the East Coast grind, we talk that truth, no filter, no rewind. Four voices strong, so buckle in tight. It's time to bring the nation to life tonight. This is the Raider Connection Show, where the silver and black stories flow. Leo, J, Nate, and Jeff on go, breaking every play down blow by blow. R-N-4-L, you already know. Welcome to the Raider Connection Show. Leo with the facts, breaking down the scene. Jay brings the fire, keeping takes real mean. Nate on the road with the vibe and the view. And Jeff swings heavy when the nation needs truth. Wins or losses, we show up proud. Raising Raider Nation, loud and loud. Hit that chat, pull up, don't wait. This is family, this is connection, this is fate. Silver shields up, the energy grows. Four voices united everywhere that it goes. Every first down, every heartbreak hit. Raider Nation stays locked, we don't quit. This is the Raider Connection Show, where the silver and black stories flow. Kaleo, J, Nate, and Jeff on go, breaking every play down blow by blow. R-N-4-L, that's how we roll. Welcome to the Raider Connection Show. So grab your drink, hit subscribe, let's ride. Raider Nation strong, we never divide. From kickoff to the final echo, you're tuned into the Raider Connection Show. Hey! You're tuned into the Raider Connection Show.
Yo, I love that intro, dog. It's a fucking fire ass intro. You already know.
I was waiting to see if Rundown stopped grooving to the music. To the tune.
Hey, you already know I like that. I told y'all the first time I heard it.
Yeah.
First, I like that. Y'all did y'all thing with that one.
Yeah, for sure. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Raider Connection. Salute to everybody in the building. Apologies for the lateness, but hey, we have a great show lined up for y'all. So you already know. As you know, we got we have 3 out of our 4 panelists here with our special guest, our guy Raider Rundown in the building. Our guy LB Raider 10 cannot make it tonight, so it will be missed. But
what's that fool? Went to a hockey game. Went to go watch the Vegas Golden Knights, bro, because they're here in LA. I knew it too.
He had to go to that hockey.
He went to that fucking hockey game. He was like, fuck that shit, man. Yeah. But if you guys haven't done so, make sure you guys go ahead and check in, hit that subscribe button on all the channels here, plus my guy, the Raider Runs Down channel. Make sure you guys go ahead and smash that subscribe, hit those likes. It really does help to go ahead and get the channels out to the YouTube algorithm. Appreciate you guys rocking with us on this Wednesday night. Before we go ahead and get this action-packed show underway, we need to go ahead and acknowledge your chat. You already know what time it is. Real quick, shout out to Big Luck in the building. He's like, let's go.
What's
Shout
up,
out to Michael Guerrero in the building.
What up, Michael?
Good? That wasn't me. I'm not.
Wasn't me.
All right. It's all good. We got a great show, bro. Hey, you gotta wait sometimes for greatness, bro. Sometimes that's the way it goes. Shout out to Taddy in the building. Salute. We're gonna go ahead and get into all that, my guy. Tanner in the building. Salute, my guy. Daniel Berry. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Raider Paul are in the building. Yeah, no, he's with the Raiders. Yes, sir. Salute, brother. Appreciate you.
Now, hold up. I didn't get to see the graphic. Please tell me you don't have that same Christian Wilkins graphic on that Raiders.
That was Stewart.
Okay. Had to make sure.
Oh no,
You take Christian
Wilkins got taken off real quick. Shout out to Elon in the building. What is good, my guy? John in the building. Salute. He says, so Jesse Mincer left the building without a deal We're gonna go ahead and get into all that, my guy, for sure. Shout out to GeoMax in the building. What is good, my guy? Raider Nation, Raider 24 Nation in the building. What is good? What's good, Devin? Shout out to On Six already with the $2 holla. It's
You
the
better read that right,
the
man.
you. The you. It's all about the you. The you.
Hey, shout out, man. Shout out.
Shout out to you, brother. Salute, man.
Okay.
Shout out to Raiders bomb out. Salute. Thank you for pulling up. Michael in the building. What is good? Neil, appreciate you pulling up and rocking with us on this Wednesday night. All right. So let's go ahead and get this. Let's get the show on the road. The great head coach search has begun, has underway. Raiders, we're going to go ahead and start off with the Raiders head coach vacancy position ranking. I wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys and kind of get your guys' take on what you guys think about the current vacant head coach position for us and kind of where we rank. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this side up.
What did we say yesterday, Jeff? What did we say yesterday?
Yes, I love it. Start with this. Start with it, baby. Start with it.
This was put out by CBS Sports the other day. Ranking head coach vacancies, which of these 9 jobs is the most desirable? I want to challenge everybody. First off, where do you guys think we rank? I know us three, we know already. Everybody in the chat, let us know where you think we rank. Run, where do you think we rank, dog? As far as
my boy's gonna be mad at me, man. You know, we're gonna start this all spicy, boy. Hey, man, we a top 2 destination, dog. It ain't close. It ain't close to me. It ain't close.
Who?
It ain't close.
Wow.
Let me give my explanation. All right, let me give my explanation.
I gotta hear this.
Okay. Baltimore is 1 for me. I mean, you can't. I mean, Lamar and all that. You ain't got to do shit if you a coach, pretty much, and you know that GM is going to stock you with talent. So Baltimore 1. Reason I say 2, bro, is because it's a blank canvas. You get to do what the fuck you want. You literally get to do what you want. There is literally no roadblock. This is your team. This is your building block, bro. You get to pick the hit. Number 1, you get to pick the quarterback you like. If they love Fernando, there you go. But if they don't, you still get to trade back and build a team in your image. You feel what I'm saying? Like many of y'all want to do. If you want to trade back, you can do that. You feel what I'm saying? So if that's the case, you're building this team. Everything that happens within this team is going to be because of you, pretty much. Everybody know who the credit gonna go to. At the end of the day, we've been searching for a coach for how goddamn long. You feel what I'm saying? So the credit is going to go to that coach and to Spy Tech and all the extra. And shit, you went here. We ain't won a playoff game in how many years? It's been 20 plus. If he let's just say, right, and I'm not banking on this at all. So but we gonna live in fairy tale land. But if a coach does some Liam Cohen shit here, come on, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like that, we ain't had success in I don't know how fucking long. So at the end of the day, it's just
more.
That's just me. That's just me. Now look. Now you talk about the Giants. Fucking GM. Let me tell you that right now. Nobody likes that GM. Dart's cool. You know what I mean? My whole thing is just if you're a coach, I feel like you like to pick your own quarterback rather than saddle yourself with somebody if you have the opportunity to do that. So that's just me. And you have $100 million cap space. So that's the next thing.
Yeah. All right. That's great, dog. I'm normally right there with you, right? But according to CBS,
I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be positive after a while, but yeah, after a while.
The one problem with Baltimore is their salary cap. They're strapped.
But you don't got to do that.
They always find ways to work out of that shit.
Yeah, you really. I mean, that team is built, bro. I mean, shit, you just got to go there and manage the team and make sure your scheme is good for real.
Yeah.
So according to CBS. You're right. Baltimore, number one destination for head coach. Number 2 is Atlanta. Number
Hell
3.
No.
Number
Hell
3
no.
is
See, I agree with this
right.
list. To be honest.
Hell no.
Number 3 is the Giants.
Uh-huh.
Number 4 is Tennessee.
Number 4, I don't agree with.
I don't know
Hell
about
no. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
and we are number 5.
I would put us ahead of
CBS
Tennessee.
Sports.
Yeah.
Yes,
Come on, yeah,
I would put us
Tennessee.
Flip
even
Atlanta
before
and the Giants, though. I
the
would
Giants,
put
too.
the Giants over Atlanta.
Bro, I'm not putting Atlanta over us because of that fucking quarterback situation and their cap space situation. They have negative 100 million in cap space right now. Negative.
Yeah,
And they don't have a fucking first round pick. They don't have a first round pick, and they fucking quarterback is in a body cast. At the end of the day, bro, it is what it is. For me, bro, I just wouldn't do that because I'm either saddled with Kirk or Penix, and I can't add no free agents unless I cut some people. I got to cut like half the fucking team to do that.
Yeah.
So there's like, I don't know.
So they got Bijan. They got some receivers. They got tight end, right?
But is that team Super Bowl ready? You think that team is a coach away from being Super Bowl contenders?
What one of these teams are?
That is why I guarantee you some of the sentences in Atlanta is like they're ready to go.
Bowl, maybe the only one that's a coach away would be Baltimore.
Yes,
Lamar.
and that's why they're one.
Yeah,
That's why they're one. You feel what I'm saying? So okay, but then when you look at Atlanta,
Oh, and
watch,
you
I
got
guarantee
Henry,
you,
too. So, and you got Mark Andrews. You know, I mean,
100%.
you're probably going to lose some of your offensive linemen. That they're going to
Maybe.
try and retain Linderbaum. That's going to be their big money guy. They're going to have to sink money
They'll have
into.
some dudes restructure and free up some money.
Mm-hmm.
They
They're
will.
still going to free up a lot of money, though.
They will.
Like Tennessee, bro, be real. Like, come on, now.
Tennessee, I don't think they should be ranked
Yeah,
that
I don't know
high.
about
Nah.
ranking Tennessee.
Come on, brother.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
That,
Like,
that team, that
To-
team
to
is
really-
that team. I think they're in worse
with,
shape than we are. To be
Ford,
honest
bro.
with you.
Yeah,
They
bro.
are,
No.
bro.
No.
But to like really like highlight, like, hey, it's because it's just Cam there. What else do they have? Like
Nothing.
Like on the defensive side,
Don't they have
they have
Simmons?
Simmons. They have Simmons on defensive side,
Bro,
but
they got what the
nobody.
fuck we got. That's it. They got 1 star on offense, 1 star on defense. They got what we have. Realistically, we got. I mean, Genty to me is a half star. He ain't full yet. He ain't earned the full. He ain't earned the full. Brock is a full. Brock is that guy.
3/4 star.
Brock is a full.
3/4 star.
Yeah. Oh, maybe one. Yeah, the 1 point, half the point right there. Yeah, I feel that.
You can't have enough. But CBS Sports says that the Raiders are here for 4 reasons: Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty, and the number 1 pick in the draft, and $100 million cap room. You could say 5 reasons and include Max Crosby, but there are already rumors swirling that the Raiders are willing to finally listen trade offers for the star edge rusher, so he might not be here for long. There's just not much talent on this team outside of those players. There is a long way to go before the Raiders can remotely be competitive, and it doesn't help that they play in the AFC West, which is one of the most competitive divisions in football. Like the Titans,
AFC
they
in
can take a
general.
jump to the next season if they hit on the coach and whatever quarterback they presumably draft with the number 1 pick. Spend on
Shit
free
kills
agents
me,
money to
bro.
upgrade their talent level.
This shit killed me, bro. Like, look, all right. Number 1, they just made some points for me too. Cause look, I know this going perk Jeff's ears up right here. Talking about blank canvas. Maybe you don't have to trade back to number 1. Maybe that trade max shit is real, right? What if they want to do that? That's extra capital right there. Even more ammo for you to do what you want to do. So again, you can literally do whatever you want to do as his head coach as long as you and Spytek align. You know what I'm saying? Now, real quick, can we go to Atlanta? What are they saying about Atlanta? I guarantee you these motherfuckers is talking about they ready to go. All they need is a coach. I guarantee it.
They are because they're thinking
They
about
said
How?
They said there are a couple things working against the Falcons here. Most importantly, the extreme uncertainty surrounding quarterback Michael Penix. He's coming off of yet another knee injury. Kirk Cousins is probably not long for Atlanta, given that the Falcons can save 22.5 by cutting him.
They're probably gonna do that.
The Falcons do not have a first-round pick in this year's draft after trending up for James Pierce Jr. in 2025. So they're set to enter the off season over the 2026 salary cap.
Yeah.
There's some more stuff. It says all that said, Atlanta has the most talent of any team with head coaching vacancy between Bijan and Drake London on offense. There's already a baseline level of star talent to build around. Kyle Pitts could be back. The offensive line is solid. The defense slowed down after an incredibly hot start to the year,
The
but still
defense
finished
was pretty
14th.
damn good early on.
Yeah.
They was chicken, really.
Yeah, also, and it also says also because they play for the NFC South, which is one of the worst divisions.
Honestly, I think that might be one of the biggest points there, is because any coach could come in and possibly win that division.
That's
for
the
them,
only. That's the only selling
not
point,
enough.
bro.
Panthers
Number
lost.
two.
The only selling point that I heard.
Yeah,
Now,
The Panthers lost and got
Bijan.
in.
Now, look, Bijan and Drake London, those is good. You know what I mean? That's cool. Defense, they got some young pieces over
They
there.
got some
The
young
best
pieces.
selling point I heard is the fact we're in a cupcake ass division. That's the best thing I heard, bro.
that division
And
is awful. Even at
It
the
is.
end, nobody wanted to win the goddamn seats, win the division. Christ.
Do you guys agree?
They freaking losing or winning, whatever the final outcome was, in order for Carolina to even get in the playoffs.
Yeah, it was
This
like
is true.
shit.
Now,
You
real
know?
quick, I have a question for y'all. Do y'all agree that our division opponents would deter a coach? Do you agree with that?
I think it
I
will.
guess what I think.
Because you have to
I
face
think if
Reed,
anything, if
Harbaugh,
you're-
and fucking
Here's my
Peyton,
take on this.
Yeah, Peyton. Mhm.
I think if anything, it could be make a statement for a coach to come into our team, because if they can actually pull off wins in our division and put us back on the map within our own division, that would be a massive feather in that coach's cap, because it's like he's
100%.
done something that none of our last 4 coaches have been able to do.
But you
which
got to
is
do
win
it consistently,
on a
though.
regular
You got to do it
basis in our
consistently.
division.
Yeah.
You do got to do it consistently. Now, I will say this: I personally think our division is declining. I don't think our division is this juggernaut ass division that's going to be here for a couple years. Why? A lot of these coaches are what? Old. A lot of these motherfuckers are.
Man, Sean
Andy
Payton ain't
Reid is
going
not-
nowhere, dog. He ain't that
First of
old.
all, no. What is Andy Reid on it more into the latter years or
Andy
more
Reid
into
because of
some?
his health, because he's a big dude. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Now I'm not saying Jim is gonna retire, but at the end of the day, you look at Jim, right? My
Yeah.
situation with Jim is you finna lose Jesse Minter. That's happening. So when that happens, what is the Chargers going to look like at that point? They may be able to upgrade an OC, but you're gonna lose that DC. So when that happens, what's gonna happen over there with the Chargers? And you've already shown me with Justin Herbert, y'all ass can't win big games. So something's gonna
And
happen there.
Khalil's getting older. Khalil's
Yeah,
I
Khalil's not
guarantee
gonna be much
you.
longer.
Hey, Mark, run down words, bro. If fucking Justin Herbert lose another playoff game like this next year, they're gonna have to make a choice. Coach or
And here's another
quarterback.
thing with
They're gonna have to
Kansas
make a fucking choice.
Kansas City's going to be slow out of the gates next year because they're going to be without Mahomes for a while too. So you're talking
Another.
at least half the season with no Mahomes, and who's going to be their starter? Is it going to be Minshew, or are they going to do something different? No, and
Minshew.
no Kelsey. So that takes a hit for them too. Their O line is off. They're going to need to readdress that. So
Yeah.
KC right now is obviously on a decline. They just showed it this year.
They don't have no offensive weapons, bro.
Now y'all know who we're gonna talk, bro. Let's talk Broncos. We got to talk Broncos. Now this is the thing.
Nasty.
They're nasty. They have won a lot of one-score games this year, though.
Yeah.
A lot of
Their
one. You know
offense
how that.
can't put games away.
There you go. You know how that shit teeter, bro. 1 year you win one-score games. The next year that shit don't bounce your
Yeah,
way.
that happened to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to us.
Yeah.
It happened to the Chiefs. Shit, the Chiefs did that shit last year in the Super Bowl. Now this year they couldn't buy a fucking fourth quarter bounce. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
the
I know I don't care, bro. You know how I feel about Bo Nix, goddamn it, Cheeto. You know how I feel. You know that Auburn shit gonna come out eventually, bro. That shit's gonna come out soon.
The Auburn, I don't like it here. It's too crazy. They're too.
Oh,
crazy
it's in there, bro. That shit's in there. That shit's in there. Just wait. That shit's in there.
Yeah, you're not a big fan of Bo Nix. Yeah, that's
Nah,
gonna be a
bro, I
good
hate
game
Bo
though, man. That Buffalo game against the Broncos.
Yeah,
I hope
that is.
Buffalo fucking destroys them.
Same. That defense is gonna be tough for Josh, bro. Defense
Downside,
gonna be tough.
the only
Yeah,
downside to that happening is if the Patriots beat Houston, which I'm really hoping Houston pulls this off. I'm picking Houston to win that game. That means
Okay.
That means the AFC Championship's coming back here through New England, and that's the last thing we want. Not with this.
Right. True.
That's why I was rooting for the Chargers last week. As bad as it sounds, it's just I hate the Patriots that much, and I wanted them
we
out
can't
of
do
the
that in Cali.
game
In Cali, we
ASAP.
can't. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'd rather seen the Chargers go up against the Broncos, let them beat the piss out of each other, and then eventually
Can you
it's
imagine us doing that in Cali right now, cheering for the Chargers?
What? Hell
Cheering
no.
for the Chargers.
Boy, I was happy as hell when they was getting their ass whooped. Boy, I was happy as hell. I sent so many memes to so many people. That shit was hilarious. The Chargers are so annoying, bro. Charger fans are so annoying.
The Chargers beat the Patriots. It's like because I'd be happy with that because I can't stand the Patriots. I couldn't cheer for the Patriots to beat the Chargers.
They'll lose. I don't know,
Playoffs.
man. This is the battle of the young quarterback, man. Because C.J. Stroud, bro. C.J. Stroud play like he did against the Steelers. They're gonna lose.
No,
They
you
gonna
can't
lose.
play like that against New England, bro.
They're gonna lose. Yeah, they're gonna lose, bro.
No.
Yeah, but their
You
running
gotta
game
play,
covered up
play
that game though.
good
Monday
football,
night, their
not
running
point
game took
shit.
priority.
He got to play better. He can't be fumbling that ball 3 times, bro.
No,
Like
not
the
like that,
Patriots will
bro.
score.
Yeah, they
That'd
got
be
If they
tough.
run the same way they did, if they run the ground game like they did Monday night, they got a good shot of wearing that Patriots defense now.
Yeah,
That's
they
big.
gotta run. They gotta run the ball. They gotta run
Hey,
the
but
ball.
you know what? I had a question for y'all. Back to that article Jay brought up. It said the Raiders, right, about the talents on the team.
Right.
So a lot of the Raider Nation seems to think we have more talent than we
Right.
think. Because that article said we don't, that Atlanta has more talent than us, right?
Right.
So, I mean, where you guys are at as far as like when people say, oh, we're more talented than people give us credit for.
They're delusional because we don't have it. We're not that well put together. We're a bad blind date right now. That's how you look at it. Like you walk into a room and you look at this roster and go, "Oh shit!"
Right.
You know, like at least Atlanta's got an semblance of a defense that was actually playing pretty damn good at the start of the season. They faltered a little bit,
Yeah.
but defense basically we got one guy you can count on, and that's it. The rest of it is just a mash unit of injuries and pieces. And somebody even told me today, like, "Oh, we got depth. We don't even have depth, let alone the starters."
No,
You know,
our
No,
starters
well,
would be depth
see, that's where they,
pieces somewhere
exactly. That's where they get it confused. Our starters are the depth. That's
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
what I
fucking
mean.
problem, bro.
You know,
That's
I mean,
the fucking problem.
there's so many holes that need to be filled on this roster. It's insane.
Yes.
And people
Yeah.
just look at this with blinders on. Take the goddamn blinders off. Look around the roster, and you tell me that a quarterback, a rookie quarterback at that, with one pick, is going to be
No.
the tell-all answer for this team. They couldn't be the tell-all answer for pretty much any team in this league right now.
No.
We're not
No.
putting
Let
together
me
enough.
quarterback aside. I know we need a quarterback, but
Yeah.
when people
I get
say
it.
we're more
You need one.
talented than we're saying, like I don't see it. Wide receiver is where, right? Where?
Yeah,
Yeah. Tight end, we got Brock. You know, the line we got Colton, JPJ, right? Maybe.
I had
Yeah.
someone tell me that we're all set at wide receiver. We got Batch, Thornton, and Tucker, and I laughed. I'm like, "Are you kidding me? That's who you want to go into next year with? Those are the guys you want
100%
to."
no. No, fuck no.
No.
No. And I think, maybe where coaches, I mean, not coach, but maybe where fans get it confused is like when articles like this are written, they not talking about players you like specifically. Like, look,
Right. Yes.
personally, I
Yeah.
do like Jack Besh. There's a lot of people that don't
Right.
like Jack Besh. I
I
do.
do.
I still-
He just didn't
you
get
know.
enough of a chance.
me either. But at the same time, when you're writing an article like that, you're not going to add no fucking Jack Besh in there because he only had 300 fucking yards on the season. Like, you're not going to do that, bro.
Right.
You're going to go with
I don't know how
proven
many
guys.
targets.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Proven guys. Bowers is proven. You feel what I'm saying? Genty, even though being a rookie, you still see like, all right, bro, like if he had a line, he'd be better than what he is.
Yeah.
So, okay.
The numbers
Mike,
could have been.
here's another thing. Michael Mayer's been here how long? 3 years now. He's still not really proven what his ability is. 4 years. So he's
No,
still
and I
hasn't even
still-
seen the best from
There's
him
still
yet.
more to be unlocked with Mayer, too. There's more to be
Exactly.
unlocked.
That's what I
You know,
mean.
so
So
it's
you
like,
don't even know what his full potential is yet either. And now you want to
No.
claim that 2 guys that were rookies last year are guys that are going to step in and be our starters going forward.
nah, you can't say
In what
that.
dream
Like,
world are some of these people living in? I don't get it.
I hope Rodgers steps up because I like what I saw. I hope Rodgers steps up
I do
next year
too.
to be
I
that
like the
starting
guy.
guard.
I thought he had
like
great.
him.
I thought he had some great games.
You know?
out
I like what I saw from
Glaze
Grant.
took a
You know what I
step
mean?
back.
Grant, yeah, Glaze took a major step back. His ass going to guard. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah,
But
Glaze
again,
is
how
going
much
to
guard.
guard.
with the
Inside,
coaching?
bro.
Because we've already found out that Brendan Carroll didn't do jack shit with this offensive line. He didn't.
True.
He didn't do
I
anywhere near.
still sign a veteran presence
Oh,
for
hell
right
yeah.
tackle. I'm still doing that.
We need a
I-
couple veterans on that offensive line to help.
Oh,
prove
yeah,
these
yeah,
younger
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Season guys.
Shit, I
yeah,
mean-
season guys.
JPJ moves back
but
to
then
you
on
know where.
defense, bro. What about on defense?
Oh, I mean, it's same. It's only a couple guys on defense. I'm like, yeah, like Porter, I like, but unproven as a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
There's
Chin is
potential.
okay. Chin is okay. He's all right.
It's okay.
But other than that,
Palomar was out of position, dog. He was out of position.
yeah, bro, we had this conversation multiple times, bro. You already know what time it is, dog.
I'm gonna
Man, that fucking appreciation.
I'm gonna get you fired up right now. What's your honest take on Kai Blue Kelly?
Oh, bro, he's in the unemployment line.
Yeah.
he's in the unemployment line. That's no ifs ands about it. Now I will keep Eric
He'll be on a
Stokes.
squad, dog. He'll be on a squad. He'll be on a practice squad somewhere, but
Ooh,
he'll be
Kai-
on
Not
a-
it.
Nah.
We'll see. We'll see.
That
I'm gonna keep
that
Eric
was
Stokes.
like Pete Carroll's little project thing, bro. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I do hope Spytek re-signs Stokes. I hope that happens, to be honest. Because he played pretty good. You know what I mean? So I hope he get re-signed. But other than that, bro, it really is just Max. And then if you fucking trade Max, it's nothing. Or whatever rookie that you draft in order, to replace that. But that's it.
What about?
I
the
know
D-line,
people say
though?
it's
What,
Tyree.
Butler?
Tyree.
Oh,
That's it.
nah.
That's what y'all saying? That's it, huh?
Yeah.
That's the guy.
Fuck Tyree, man.
Oh.
He might live to.
Well, you heard everybody talking about him after the last game of the season against Kansas City. Look how great he was doing out there.
Oh my God, bro.
Dude, he was playing against
my
scrubs.
Lord.
Come on, man. I mean, give me a
Yeah.
break.
I was already.
bro.
I was already like.
earlier in the season.
Bro.
I mean,
It's all right, bro.
What about
you know what?
Kuntz,
It's
though?
okay. Kuntz, no,
Where you
I'll
at with
re-sign him
Kuntz?
again. He played pretty good towards the end. He's a 1-year deal type shit. I'm still
I
getting a
think
rookie.
Snowden outplayed him, to be honest with you. I like what I saw from
Oh
Snowden.
yeah. I'm still gonna draft. Bro, Cheeto. How many years? I mean, shit. I think it's since we known each other. We've been saying draft an edge, bro. Draft a fucking edge. It's finally time to do that. You got to draft one this year, bro.
Ruben Baines out there. I'm just saying.
There's some good ones out there this
Oh
year.
yeah, we're gonna,
That's a trade
we're gonna
back.
stay on my Monday, dog.
It's a trade back. Yeah, that's my dog though. I'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying? My boy got the 70s hairline already. Yeah, so he good to go. Hey, anybody that got that shit right there, I already know he a dog.
That's crazy though. They got Tennessee above us.
What's
That's
up, Lewis?
crazy.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like Cam Ward, I like, but other than that, there's nothing else there. There's no other fucking talent.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's no talent there for sure. But let's kind of go into the.
Yeah, we gotta go way
one
off
of the
the
big. Oh, it's not. We're still on the head coaching topic. So let's talk about the head coaches already interviewed, and let me go kind of pull up that list real quick. So currently, this is the ones that these are the head coaches either already interviewed or requested to interview. So Clint Kubiak, Kevin Stefanski, Davis Webb, Vance Joseph, Idro Evera, Chris Shula, Mike LaFleur, Nate Shalassi.
It's Shield House. I had to learn that shit too.
House.
Yeah.
Okay. Shield House. Okay. Jeff Halfley and then Magnati are the ones either already interviewed. Majority already have been interviewed. I think Jesse Minter is supposed to be this week.
He was today, I think.
It's today.
Yeah, right. It's today.
Mhm.
Okay. I think Mike LaFleur was supposed to be this week too, if I'm not mistaken as well. But from this list, what do you guys think so far? Is there anybody you guys like? Anybody that stands out to you guys, or who you think would be a really good fit to come in and really put this thing together in a really good way? Jeff, I'll start with you. Who do you like from the list that it's either been interviewed or been requested?
I'm still on Kubiak. I haven't seen anything that makes me want to jump off of that one just yet.
Yeah.
I still want it to be an offensive-minded younger head coach. I'm not going with it. I'm not hype on a defensive-minded head coach. I'm really not. I know for a while I was saying, like, I wouldn't mind seeing, like, Saleh come in as a head coach. That would be the only option, but I'm still on Kubiak. I haven't swayed from that yet. Number 2, if I had to pick a second one, I would probably want to go with LaFleur. I want anything from that Shanahan McVay tree. I mean, they're proven commodities. You've seen what they've done with their respective teams. I don't like the fact that Stefanski's on this list, and I know people will be like, well, he's a 2-time coach of the year, blah, blah, blah. Couldn't get it done in Cleveland. How many years has he drafted a quarterback? How many quarterbacks?
There ain't that many coaches who get it done in Cleveland, though.
No, and that's just it, too. But, like, you know, we talked about it last night on the Victoria show. We talked about Stefanski. It's like, how many times do you have to try out different quarterbacks? I mean, seriously, how many has he had? He had 5 on the roster at one point this season, or 6.
Yeah.
You know? What makes it think that he's going to get it done with the number 1 overall with us? I just Kubiak. That's it. Kubiak.
Yeah. What about you, Ron?
Yeah, that's where I'm at, bro. I want Kubiak, you know. I've seen what I wanted to see this year. You know what I mean? His running game, I like his scheme. You know what I mean? I think Genty can eat in that scheme. You know, they were using the tight end to a degree. I think he'll be able to use Brock Bowers and get something out of that. If he likes Fernando, you know, the way he's got Sam Darnold playing in that offense, you know, he can have Fernando in a similar type offense. And I like that, you know, so it can work.
You mean it's Kubiak that's making Sam Darnold look so good?
Brother, if
Sorry,
who else?
Jay, I just saw that message. I'll do it.
Look, hey, yeah, I get it. He went to Kevin O'Connell. He looked good. But at the same time, dog, I have watched Sam Darnold throw 4 picks in a game. And they still win because they had 180 yards rushing. That's so like at the end of the day, bro.
Rams, I remember that first time they played the Rams.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, the last time they played the Niners, you feel what I'm saying? Darnold didn't do shit. He didn't do a goddamn thing. That was all the running game, bro. Like, so
Walker. Yeah.
If you watch Seattle, bro, to me, he be saving Sam from himself some goddamn times. But if he really like Fernando and he really got a quarterback he trusts to let it loose, shit, let it go. Right. You know what I mean? And then next thing, he can bring his brother. You feel what I'm saying? He can bring his brother. And his brother right now, I think he's either the OC under Shanahan right now or some shit like that. But either way,
in San Fran?
Yeah, he in San Fran right now. His brother in San Fran. So if that's the shit, I'll take that. I'll take both of them. You feel what I'm saying? And with that in their minds combining with a run game, they're gonna get that run game cracking. And they're gonna get some other they definitely gonna have a run game for sure. And they will prioritize the offensive line. They'll make sure Fernando is in good positions. You know how that 49er Shanahan system go. So I'm with Kubiak for sure. If it's not him, then it's one of them Rams guys, bro. It's one of them Rams guys. If not, I'll take the Shield House. Fuck it.
But just real quick, what do you think? I know this has been coming up too lately. I've seen posts all over the place. What do you think about Cignetti? I don't think it'll ever happen. But
oh God,
I don't think it would happen. Nah,
right now,
I'm good.
You don't want nobody old.
Nah, bro, I'm good. I mean, like he's
not
like
gonna
come out.
62? I don't even know.
Like he's 66, I think.
Oh shit. Okay.
He's not gonna come out. I just, the what he's doing right now.
I doubt he would either. I mean, he just signed like a contract at Indiana, and he's got such a good thing going there. He ain't going anywhere.
He's on year 2 or 3 of the 10-year contract. Like, he's fucking crazy. Yeah, no. Plus, he doesn't have any NFL experience. So for him to go ahead and make the jump to this side, and for him, it's different when you're bringing in like a Michael LaFleur or Chris Shula that don't have head coaching experience, but they already have NFL experience. The transition is not that bad, right? But as opposed to getting somebody from college all the way, just popping him into the NFL, I don't think the success rate would be very high. So
there's
do you guys like that Chris Shula guy?
I would like to see do that, but he ain't going.
Who?
Mark.
Here we go. Nah.
You know that he's the favorite for Pittsburgh. To be honest with you, that's the name I saw for Pittsburgh.
I did.
If he did come here, it do fit. We got the silver and black. He can use that eye black and shit up in here.
CBS Sports has they posted up a Vegas line for odds for possible head coaches for the Steelers. Marcus Freeman is at 2,000.
Freeman's up.
The number one overall is Chris Schuler. At his odds are 190.
Chris Shula.
Oof.
Yep.
Oh shit.
So it's per DraftKings Sportsbook.
Do you guys like that Chris Shula guy?
I like Chris Shula. Yeah.
Do you?
I don't know enough about him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's a DC, so
You don't
You
like
know,
him,
like when
Rondell?
he's my
when I,
third choice.
because I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like when I look into him, like it's like the defense ain't all that impressive to me. You feel what I'm saying? Where I'm like, yes, head coach. Like if I'm gonna get a defensive guy, like your defense got to be like, for example, Jesse Minter. Like I see what's up with that. You feel what I'm saying? Like I
he
at least
toughened
know.
the fuck out of that Charger defense, bro.
I at least know what's up with you. You know what I mean? You go at
Yeah.
least the defense gonna be top 5, and he's had a top 5 defense everywhere he's went. Shit, Ravens, Michigan, goddamn
Michigan.
Chargers. Yeah. And to me, bro, this might be controversial, but your boy with the Niners, man, Salah, he done cemented himself to me, bro. That's a top defensive mind in this fucking league, bro. I don't care what nobody tell me,
Oh
bro.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Top
I
defensive
used to
mind,
like when he
bro.
was at the Jets, bro. I thought those Jets defenses were fucking nasty when Solomon.
Man, what he did, and
I'm
they
sorry,
fell off
but
the
I
cliff.
honestly think he got done dirty in New York, to be honest with you.
Same. Same.
I
Same.
can't really put blame on him. The GM and the owners really screwed him over there.
Yeah,
They
Same.
didn't give him enough to build with. Absolutely not.
Hey man, what he's doing over there right now with 5th, 6th string guys and all that shit, and they still performing that way, bro. Like, yeah, he's
Hey,
cemented
Fred
to
Warner's
me.
practicing this week, right? I think he's practicing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something. That's something.
Yeah, I heard that too. Too. Yeah. What about you, Leo? Who do you like from the list? Who do you think would be a really good fit?
Based on the talent we have and his scheme, Kubiak to me is the main choice, right? Because the run game, our tight ends. If we get a young QB, I think he would protect them. You know, he wouldn't expect them to come full on Air McNair type shit.
There we go, yeah.
But I really like what's his name, LaFleur. I do like
Yeah.
LaFleur. Mm-hmm. And then also that kid from Denver, man. I keep looking and hearing so much about that kid, Webb. I know he's really young and he ain't even done a stunt as OC yet. But man, that would be something really interesting too to see what that kid can do. Because everyone I've seen or interview, they're so high on that kid. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I for me, I like Michael Ford. But 1B would be Clint. Like right behind him. And then Chris Shula. I think would be like my third choice.
Okay.
You know,
What does that say? I can't see.
but I really think
Look
Clint's
up mob
probably
ties that
run.
work in Vegas.
Oh yeah, Shula got the mob ties that make work in Vegas. Hey dog, if you have to go send a message, send the message, dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think Clint probably is a front runner. I think it really seems that way because I think he's only interviewed us, Ravens, and Atlanta. That's it. He hasn't really done too many interviews.
Now Atlanta's gonna be tough because Matty Ice over there gonna be making the
Matty
push, but
Ice
at the end of the
already.
day,
Yeah, you saw that?
but at the end of the day, Tom, put your motherfucking big boy pants on and you go in there and you pull rank. God damn it! All right, pull rank. I like Matty Ice, but he ain't Tom. Fuck all that. Hey, come
Kubiak
on
was
over here,
there
bro.
with Matty Ice was quarterback, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
he was
so.
part of that team. Yeah.
Hey, bro. You get all this money around here, man. Fuck all that nice shit around here. Fuck that. Come over here, bro. Kumbaya, all that friendship shit. Fuck all that. Now look, what do y'all think? I need to ask y'all this question because all of y'all have Kubiak. So of course you're gonna hear this if you have Kubiak in your list. He's not gonna come here. His dad hates us. There's no way he's gonna come here. Yeah. So do y'all subscribe to that? Do y'all feel that is something that's gonna be real? Do y'all think that?
I think it
I don't
could
think
be
so.
Yeah.
You wave enough money in front of somebody, they ain't gonna give a shit what their dad thinks.
Thank
Yeah.
you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
he don't care.
That was years ago. It's not like Kubiak ever played or coached for the team. I mean, he played against us, and he wasn't that good to begin with. So it's like, what the fuck? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
you telling me you telling me not to take this 20 million because you holding a grudge for some 15 years ago?
Yeah.
Man, please sit the fuck
I'd be like
down.
that. I'd be like
I could build my
that.
own team. I could build my own
Yeah.
staff.
Man,
I'd be like
boy.
that. You're gonna be in a
Number one
nursing home soon. So your opinion,
Yeah.
you're probably putting scrambled eggs upstairs.
You ain't gonna
so
be
I'll-
complaining when I take you out of that nursing home, right?
This is me,
We'll get
Cheeto.
you-
All right, this
So
is
how I'm
maybe
affording that, I'm
Kubiak is this type. I don't. Maybe y'all this type too. But shit, if it's me, I get to sit at the dinner table every year. Hey, you know, twice a year I'm whooping your old team ass, right? I'm just letting you know. All right. Now go ahead and pass me them yams and shit around there real quick. That's it.
I would too. I would say some shit like that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like sometimes that competitive shit might be funny, bro. If I get to sit around and be like, yeah, y'all, I'm 19 and whatever against Denver. You know that, right? Like shit, that shit would be funny.
What do you guys think about this? How soon do you guys see an announcement on a coach hiring, or how soon
Not
can
Not
Mm.
soon. Not soon.
we can't
No.
jump? We can't
I don't
jump on
think
this.
it's that
fast.
soon,
We got to
bro,
do our
especially-
homework.
Yeah.
We got to.
Especially if we want Kubiak, you got to wait because they're still in the playoffs. Yeah.
Week of Super Bowl or week after.
Yeah.
And
That's gonna be
even
my
after the
prediction.
Super Bowl, technically, we can't even talk to a coach until Tuesday. They have to
Correct.
have that 1-day cool-off period before anybody can actually start talking or offer.
If that coach that we get is in the Super Bowl. Now, if the coach that we
Right.
don't get is not in the Super Bowl, then then we can get him whenever the fuck we
Seattle
want.
loses this weekend, right?
Are we
Then
good?
you can bring Kubiak in person.
Yeah.
Would you be
Now, the
cool
first
hiring
domino
him
gotta
before the
fall,
Super
though.
Bowl? Yeah.
First domino got to fall. Somebody got to get hired first. I don't think we're gonna make the
Yeah.
first hire. I think that's what's gonna happen.
No.
We better not. If we jump at the first one, I'm going to be pissed because I don't think we did enough.
I think
Man, that's
let
a
the
lot.
Giants get
That's-
Harbaugh, maybe.
They can have him. They can
Yeah,
have
let
him.
the
I
Giants
still,
get
I still think.
Harbaugh.
I
That's
personally
an
still
party.
think New York is the number one team out of that ranking. I'm sorry, but that's my.
But they
opinion.
want John Harbaugh. Like they are fixated. That's what they want. The
They're
fans want
young.
that.
That's why I
The
think they're the
organization want that.
Yeah.
They are so young. You know, you've got you're going to have a second-year quarterback, two second-year running backs, because Tracy did a great job filling in. Okay. You've got Malik Neighbors out there. You've got a young defense that's only going to get better because of where they're going to draft. Because if they're going to draft, they're probably going to take another defensive top guy, whatever's the best player available. That defense is going to be insane. Their offensive line is
I
not
do like
bad.
that defense.
Yeah, man, their defense is going to be
I just don't
good.
I don't like Harbaugh. I don't think Harbaugh is the guy to maybe.
I don't think
unlock
he's the
that.
right one for that team. I agree. But
That's probably
I
right,
still think the Giants are the most attractive offer out there because you're starting with a young team. You know, you
That's
go
true.
to Baltimore, you've got an older running back already that's taken a lot of hits, and he's going to need to be replaced fairly soon. You got a quarterback that can't stay healthy. He plays great early in the season, but when you need him most, when you're going to be going on a playoff run or into the playoffs, how many times has he missed playoffs because of injuries? You know, it seems like almost every year. This is the first year I think I've seen him play in the playoffs, and God knows how long. I don't know, but it seems like he's
Now-
always missed games. You
Now
know?
this is, it would all come down to how do you feel about the quarterback? You feel what I'm saying? Like it's just
Yeah.
how do you feel about the quarterback? Because if you don't like the way Jackson Dart plays, which believe it or not, even if you do like Jackson Dart, there are some coaches that probably don't like that shit. You know what I mean? There are some coaches that don't like.
him stay in the pocket and throw.
Man, what? Hey, bro. Hey, maybe I'm lying, but shit, I think we've all watched enough of Shanahan. If he was Dart's, if Dart was Shanahan's quarterback, he'd be pulling his fucking hair out. He'd be like, fucking guy, bro. Throw the fucking ball on time. Like, bro, he'd be pulling his hair out.
That's why
That's why he got
Purdy.
Brock. That's why he got Brock.
He loves Purdy because of that. Yeah.
He wins with Mac Jones. He win with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Hey, even tell you the truth, Sean McVay like them type of fucking. He don't like them running around type of quarterbacks either.
That's why he likes Matt. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sean McVay don't like that shit. And he one of the best offensive minds in the league. Nor does the play caller we so covet, which is fucking Kubiak. His quarterback before this was who? Derek Carr. So y'all have y'all. It's definitely not a mobile motherfucker at all.
No.
No,
In 2016 he was before the injury.
Man, he had Saints Derek Carr. Saints Derek Carr was cooked.
Yeah,
He was
Tate
cooked.
Saints Derek Carr was different.
Yeah, but Martinez, we still can't jump at the first coach that we fall in love with. That's the whole thing. You know,
No,
there's
we got
still
to interview everybody.
available.
We got to interview everybody.
We got to interview everybody. Yeah.
Interview everybody.
I want to put it this way real quick here. We are at a integral part of this Raider organization. If you look at everything involved here, we've got a search for the head coach going on. We've got the number one pick. These decisions that are going to be made from this point on until the season starts are going to be pivotal for where this team goes in the future. And if we don't do our due diligence as the organization, meaning we vet all the possible head coaches, we do all our homework on them, we make sure that what we're picking is going to be what's best for the team, not for the fans, not for putting asses in the seats. It's what's best for
selling jerseys.
Yeah, or selling jerseys. It's what's best for the team moving forward to make us successful. And it's the same thing with the draft pick or any of the draft picks we have coming up. Anybody that we're targeting in the draft, we have to make sure that this scouting team and this front office is doing their homework on everybody. These two things, the coaching and the draft, especially that we got the number one pick, this stuff is nothing to take lightly. If we don't take this serious as an organization, we're setting ourselves up for failure. So if we jump at the first coach we like, just because we like them, that doesn't mean jack shit. It's got to mean something. Same thing with the pick. Everybody, if they think that Mendoza is the guy that's going to propel them, and we did the right thing in free agency and bring in offensive linemen to help bolster that offensive line, because that's our biggest need. I'm sorry, I'll fight that one till I die. We need offensive linemen up front to protect and turn this into a running game first, not a passing game. We got to get Genty moving the ball. And if we can't do that, then we're setting ourselves up for another miserable set of years going forward. And we're going to be stuck in that same goddamn rut where after the first year, we're going to fire the head coach. This quarterback sucks. And it's not going to be the quarterback's fault because we ain't protecting them, just like everybody hated Genty this season because we couldn't get an offensive line together. It wasn't Genty's fault.
This thinking and mind frame, you would hope, would be that if we're, if we're gonna fuck around and take a quarterback, then we're going to give him every asset possible, which means it might take some time. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's great. Which I know all of us in here know and understand, but the casual fan maybe will not understand, or certain fans will not understand that. It might take 2, maybe 3 years to acquire the full assembly of what Fernando might need. You know what I'm saying? It might take that. You know what I mean? But all we want to see in that 3-year time span is the flashes. That's what we want. That's it.
Like with Genty. Like with Genty, there were flashes.
That's it. That's all I give a fuck about, bro. Look, hey, look here. Some people may be mad, with Tennessee's situation, but if you turn on that Cam Ward film, that shit flash. You like, all right, bro. Like that. We got one.
That's flash.
We got one. You feel what I'm saying? Like you could. That's all I want to say at the end of a season. The Giants can say that, and they won 3 games. Right. That's all we need to. When you pick a quarterback, that's the only thing you need to say after his first fucking season. We got one. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, and
don't put no fucking playoff expectations
about the coaches.
Oh hell no!
If it's Kubiak or whatever, you got to be patient. You can't expect us to do what the Commanders did and go to the NFC Championship because we took Mendoza.
And their second year was ass. So then again, like you got to build it correct, bro. Build it the right way. Quick money ain't always good money. Y'all know that.
No, like if we win 4 or 5 games next year, you can't be mad and then want to fire the coach already and call Mendoza a bust. Yeah, no.
Not at this. Look, if this team is like a collective fucking 23 years, 24 years old, you know what I'm saying? They a young ass team, and you can see they just working through it, struggling through it. I'm not gonna be mad at all, bro. No. Not at all.
Yeah. I'm gonna move into these topics real quick because I want to get to the nitty gritty. We get into that point already. Y'all know there's some head coaches that blew up this week. Harbaugh contacted the Raiders for the head coaching position, and then Mike Tomlin surprisingly stepped down from the Steelers. head coaching gig as well.
No surprise.
No surprise. But
No surprise.
I started hearing as soon as I heard the Harbaugh thing. You already know the post started coming out. But just to go ahead and burst your bubble, guys, the Raiders will not interview John Harbaugh.
Dun dun.
I think that's so dumb.
Sorry. Yeah.
I think that's so dumb to not even interview.
Why? Let us know your reasoning, Cheeto.
They were talking to each other. They were talking to each other. Supposedly that it came out that they had extensive phone calls. So maybe
tell us the reasoning, Cheeto.
Because even if you know you're not gonna hire him, right? You have a young GM. I'm still gonna want to talk to this dude and see, like, and Chris said it earlier, and I was agreeing with him. I totally 100% agree. Like, I want to hear what your plan is, John, to build this team.
Yeah, but how do you know he already called them and said, or if they reached out to him and he said, I don't want to.
If it's and buts for coconuts, then we don't. Come on, man. You're talking about phone calls. This is an actual interview with the dude, a sit down, one-on-one.
Yeah, but what if Harbaugh said, I have no interest in that job. I'm sorry. Don't even put me on your list.
No, but he's the one that came out first and said he was interested.
Yes, he called the Raiders and said he was interested.
And then now this report, the Raiders are saying they're not going to interview him. Like, if he's calling you, but I'm gonna be real with you. Interview, come on in, dog. We'll talk.
Okay. This is where you got it though. But this is where you got it though, Cheeto. Or this is where I hard disagree with maybe you, Chris, and all the extra. Now, sure, you can say, yeah, come on in and do all that. But what John Harbaugh is doing is making teams come to his fucking house in Baltimore to talk to him. I'd be damned if we do that. I'm not doing that shit.
Take a trip over there.
Why am I taking a trip to somebody's house that I'm not gonna fucking hire? I'm not hiring this man. I don't give a fuck, bro. If you came over here, sure, I'll pick your brain. If you came to Vegas and shit, like, you in my facility, you in my domain. I'm not gonna come over there to you and I know I'm not gonna hire you like you some kingpin. Fuck that. Not doing that shit, bro. Like, I'm wasting gas.
Shit at that point.
Bro, I'm wasting fucking air mileage, bro.
In the NFL,
I'm wasting air mileage, bro. Guess what my first question is that I'm asking him in the interview? Are you bringing Eric DeCosta? No. Oh shit. Fuck. Where's Todd Monken at? You bringing him? Oh no. The plan's already fucked, John. Right. Plan's fucked, bro.
And I need control. I need control over the draft and the roster.
You don't want to fly to Baltimore? Come on, man.
Bro, again, look, this is just me. This coming from me, and maybe it's the young, maybe, you run down, whatever, bro. I personally don't think this man is that, like, good of a coach as Tomlin. I'd like Tomlin. Yes. Fuck around. Go meet Tomlin. I'll do that. I'll do that for Tomlin. That's where the difference is for me. I don't think John Harbaugh is that type of coach. I just don't. I don't see what he does. What does he do? He don't pick players. He's not involved in that shit. That's the GMs over there, bro. Does he? Maybe you can say he's a good motivator and shit like that, but he, as far as like, he don't run no defense. He don't run no offense. Like, what does he run?
Man. See, this is where I know linebacker, you just said it too, like retreads. I don't consider Tomlin and Harbaugh retreads because they're proven winners in this league. That's a different story. Like a McDaniels, Josh McDaniels. Yeah, he's a
retread. Yes.
These guys that had a head coaching job before, but now we're giving them a second chance to come in and coach another NFL team. That's a retread. Guys that had success, like Pete Carroll wasn't a retread. I wouldn't look at him as a retread when we brought him in because he had just left the coaching ranks a year. He'd only had a year off from it. That's different. When someone was just so bad at their job, Josh McDaniels in Denver, then goes back to being an offensive coordinator, rebuilds himself up again, then we stupidly take another shot and hire him as a head coach, and he does just as bad, if not worse, than what he was in Denver. That's a retread.
So Dayball, Mike McDaniel, they would be retreads.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mike McDaniel would be considered a retread, in my opinion, because he didn't have a lot of success in Miami. Yeah, Tomlin's a proven winner, and so was Harbaugh.
Bro, and I see people. I see you eyes in the chat.
Not as a head coach.
Some people talking about standards. It's like, look. at the end of the day, bro, you know you're not going to hire this man. We know this organization wants a younger head coach. That just is what it is. That's just the direction we're going in. We want a younger type of head coach. We just did the older shit. Bro, we just did the older
coaches they interviewed. It tells you what kind of coach they're looking for.
They're trying to go young, bro. Yeah. And to not besides AP, the 3 out of the last 4 head coaches we have hired are older retreads. We cannot keep doing this. You feel what I'm saying? Josh McDaniels, John Gruden. I consider Pete Carroll a fucking retread. I just do, but except AP, it's like we didn't want to give AP the time that a rookie quarterback, that a rookie head coach needed. We ain't give him that time. So this time we need to do that.
Coordinator, we gave that motherfucker, what's his name from Chicago? Fuck out of here.
Hey, it is what it is, Cheeto. We beat a dead horse at this point. But and we're gonna get this rookie time though. We're gonna get this one, we're gonna get this one time, and that's what it is. Yeah. I just think it's by the time.
That's the only reason I want one. It's too costly. That means if you think we're not going to give up the number 1 overall pick for him, you're crazy.
Boy. Yeah, we had
cost is going to be so far through the roof. It's going to be ridiculous.
Right. Yeah. And so we're talking about Mike Tomlin and Mike Tomlin being possibly available. Again, sorry to go ahead and burst your bubble, but this came a shot to Raiders Resistance. The Raiders would have to trade for Mike Tomlin due to coaching rights. So Mike Tomlin did not get fired. He's still under contract. He quit, but he's still under contract. Yeah. Exactly. So any team that wants to pick him up, they're going to have to go ahead and trade for Mike Tomlin, either the player or draft pick or whatever.
Man, boy. I wouldn't even trade a Cuban sandwich for fucking Mike Tomlin, boy.
Man, you wouldn't. Especially if you're talking about trading back. Especially if you're talking about trading back.
Hell nah.
No.
Hell nah.
Yeah. So,
but can we just agree though that it really bothers me when people put Pete Carroll's name in the same as Mike Tomlin?
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Right? No. That's no, bro. You way off when it comes to that shit.
I just don't think that's just the route we're in. That's just it. I just think we trying some experimental.
What does that say?
It says after.
Call Fitz after.
All right. Cool.
Mm-hmm. I don't think the month. Yeah, I'm not there, bro.
Let's get to this part. You already know. Fernando Mania. Let's go ahead and kick this shit off. I'm gonna open up the can of worms right now. All right.
Run down laughing already. He already knows.
The next head coach at Mendoza. I wanted to put this particular segment up here because they might be lining up the next head coach to kind of fit Mendoza. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that's kind of what Spytek is kind of aiming for, to try to go ahead and line up somebody that is with drafting Fernando Mendoza, or do you think it's somebody that's just going to fit the team best, right? Run, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's going to be somebody who's going to be fitting drafting Mendoza, or is it going to be somebody who's going to be the best fit for the team overall?
Man, bro, y'all want Ty Simpson as QB1 next year? That's what y'all want? Trinidad Chambliss.
For a while, you was liking him, right?
I did, for a while, but shit. Then them fucking last game showed me he was inexperienced, and he still got less than 20 starts. Trinidad, I'm not, bro. At this point, you might as well lock it in, dog. Fernando's probably gonna be the pick. I mean, I don't think no GM is probably going to stake their claim on trading that shit back unless they 100% sure Fernando going to be a bust. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they 100% sure he Ryan Leaf, all right, bet. Like, yeah, we'll go back and we'll trade that. But you ain't got no certainty of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, with him, I personally feel he can be a cool, maybe 10 to 12 type running back, 10 to 12 type quarterback one day. You know what I'm saying? That's the range. I'm not going higher than that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one of them days. You get fired for passing on that shit. You don't get fired for taking that.
You get fired if he ends up being a superstar and you passed on him. You wouldn't get fired if you took the risk and he busted. But at least
if he's a top 10 to 12 quarterback in his career, bro, and you pass on that, you're getting fired. You're getting fucking
fired on you no matter what you do.
No, you're getting fired, dog. You can't do that. So I mean, And to be honest with you, bro, I'm not just saying we got to take him out of fucking pity. There's like out of the last three drafts, there's at least 5 guys in the first round I take him over. So I'm not like this ain't just like pity. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm taking him over Bo Nix, taking him over fucking Bryce Young. I ain't gonna cap to you. I gotta take him over Bryce Young. 6'5" over 6 feet. You can't argue that shit. You gotta take that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Who else? JJ McCarthy picked him. JJ McCarthy come on now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a reach and a
Penix,
half, bro.
I'm taking him over Penix, bro. He don't got no injury history. And him and Penix do the same shit. I know Severe will be, mad at that, but fuck that. I'm taking him over Penix, bro.
He probably typing in the chat as you said that.
Probably. And there was somebody picked this year where I was like, yeah, I'd probably take him. There's a lot of people that talk about Cam Ward. I don't know about Cam Ward though. I'll take Cam Ward.
I would take Cam over him still, I think.
Yeah, I'm taking Cam over Fernando. I'm not doing that.
Over Fernando?
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm taking Cam over Fernando. Like the only dudes I'm taking over Fernando are like the dudes with the special talent, like Caleb. Jaden. You do that. You know what I mean? We just talked about one. You take him. So it's like those are the special talents. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not taking him over CJ Stroud. I probably the way CJ playing now, I don't fucking know.
That's punch shaving CJ. That's another conversation.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Ever since that rookie year, bro, CJ ain't really been the same. So I don't really fucking know about that one. Yeah. The book is out. So they're him and CJ. I don't say they do the same thing, but at the end of the day, it's like they have a similar game. Let's just say that CJ don't really like to run. So
yeah.
But yeah, bro, for me, it's Fernando. It's Fernando.
Yeah. What about you, Leo? What are your thoughts?
I get he's the number 1 overall pick, but I don't think you pick your coach based on what's going to be good for Fernando. I think you pick your coach based on what your vision is as a team moving forward, the type of team you're going to build, right? And if he so happens to like Fernando and he's going to fit, then so be it. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope they're not going into this coaching search thinking what coach is going to best fit with this guy or be the best fit for him. Right? Yeah. That would be my only thing. Like, at the Fernando thing at this point, I've given up. Like he is the number 1. That's who everyone feels is number 1. I was praying and hoping just to make our offseason more fun that within the next 30 minutes Arch declares, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Because right now it's just him. It's him. And then the next quarterback is miles below him.
Yeah.
Right?
Like round 2 or 3.
It's either Trinidad or Simpson at that point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're not taking them number 1. You're not taking them number 1 or 2. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What about you, Jack?
They pick the right
I know I didn't just hear no Diego Pavia.
I didn't.
He's like
Diego.
number 5, dog. I said Diego, but he's like,
you heard Diego, yes.
He's all back in the bus and shit.
Hey, all you trade back crowd, you keep talking about trading back. That's gonna be your fucking quarterback next year. You keep fucking around.
Man, I was cool with Diego too. He threw that tantrum and that fit at the Heisman Award, brother.
I'm telling you, y'all ain't gonna be satisfied till we have Josh Dobbs as our QB1, bro. All y'all trade back motherfuckers. Y'all ain't gonna be satisfied. Till that happens, y'all just ain't gonna learn.
Oh man.
Can we get Vince Evans back here again? That guy can always count on him, man.
Yeah, we gonna be the one that get Brett Favre that real shit back.
My feeling, I kind of agree with Leo on this one. Your head coach has to be in line with the vision that the GM, and in this case, obviously Brady's part of the management going on with all this. They have a vision in their mind what they want to do with this team going forward. You have to have a head coach come in here. The one that you're going to bring in is the one that's going to share that vision with you. And like Leo said, not be looking at a coach that's best for Mendoza. You want a coach that's best for this team to progress in the future. You want to build something. You don't want to just take a shot at one player and then hope that this coach – because what if the coach doesn't work out with this guy? What if they have a bad relationship? You have no freaking idea.
That is
true. Need to build it for the organization going forward, not for one particular player. Because There's 51 other guys on that roster, or 52 other guys on that roster you have to worry about, not just one.
He got to be a leader of men. Yeah,
work with everybody that's going to be on that roster, not just one particular guy. So
100%.
it has to be They have to be in on the concept of what's going to happen with this team. That's my feeling.
Yeah,
that's 100%.
Yeah.
Because other than that, we're just going to repeat. We'll just, with a definition of an insanity, just keep redoing the same shit with the same outcome, expecting a different one. So
yeah. I agree with Jeff in the sense where the vision has to be aligned, and that's going to be ultimately to Spytek and Brady, whatever their consensus is. If they're sold on drafting Mendoza, they're probably going to lean towards a coach that's going to be more catering, somebody who's willing to be open towards that, to draft a guy like Mendoza, right? Not necessarily to be a better fit to Mendoza. And that we had that problem last year with, Spytek wanted to do one thing, and then you had Pete wanting to do a completely other thing. So I think they're going to go ahead and try to get somebody who shares that same vision, whether it's going to be, drafting Mendoza or trading back and building it a different route. But either way, they want somebody who's going to be sharing in that same sentiment. I think that's how this coaching hire is going to go. And it looks like it's going to be somebody offensive minded, because majority of the guys who have been interviewed are offensive minded candidates. So we'll see, obviously, at the end of the day. But I really do think that I wanted to go ahead and jump on this part too. And Leo touched upon it. Should Mendoza be the pick? Because we've talked about it in our group chats. I know it's been said in other places. Should Mendoza be the pick at number 1, or should we trade back? I got to pull up, with that same question. Would you draft Mendoza at number 1, or would you trade back for more picks? So everybody in the chat, let us know what your thoughts are on that particular subject. Should we go ahead and get a quarterback, or should we trade back and go ahead and build this thing from the top to bottom? What are you guys' thoughts? Run. I know you got a little bit of time. Go ahead and start off, dog.
I'm gonna get ready to hop on out of here. I got to get ready to do the nightly duties. But I will say this, man. Now that Dante Moore goes back to school, and when you look at the landscape of free agency, of who's out there at quarterback, bro, there is no other option other than doing this. Now, I'm not gonna say you straddle yourself right now. If they really are not sold on Mendoza, then don't do that. You don't take a quarterback that you're not sold on, bro. So if you have any reservations, then yes, that is what you do. You try to trade back and you try to get some capital. Now, somebody might hear this and in the chat, he's like, "Oh, fucking run down. Like, what is he talking about?" You gotta understand, bro. If they are not sold on this guy, you cannot force yourself to take a motherfucker. You cannot do that. You can't force yourself. Right now, this is something that's this goes back to the last question, and you made me think about this. Like, this goes back to the last question and saying they're going into the interview process knowing that. So in draft time, they're already going to know what time it is, bro. Because if Spytek likes Mendoza like that, we already know he was at this last game against, whoever the fuck Oregon they just played. If Spytek is in love with Mendoza, he's probably sitting in the interviews. And if a candidate's like, I'm not really sure about that Mendoza dude, he probably put the X right there. Like, all right, probably not this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, we're not aligned. But if a coach, like, say Kubiak, go in there and be like, man, I really like that Mendoza dude. If I got hired, I'm picking him, and you know what I mean? I'm surrounding him with this, and this. And now, you know what I mean? He's talking that language. You know what I mean? Now we can be like, all right, bro. But again, if Spytek ain't sold and if Brady ain't sold and somebody else come in here with a different plan, they're probably gonna go like that. So, but to me, I think they're sold. So that's gonna be the guy. So you take him. You take him, and you don't pass on that. If he becomes a top 10 to 12 quarterback and you pass, your ass getting fired. And you know what time it is, bro. You're getting fired.
Yeah. Jeff, I'm gonna go with you because you're on the opposite end of this debate. What are your thoughts?
Who's to say the coach that we hired? Let's say it's Kubiak, and he already said he wants his quarterback. What if his quarterback isn't Mendoza? People gonna have a shit fit. What if his quarterback is Chambliss for some reason. I'm just throwing this out there. It's a possibility, so don't shoot the messenger here. What if the guy he wants is not Mendoza, and he can him and the GM and Brady, they decide that, well, if that's the case, then we're not going to take a guy that we don't think you can work with. We're going to go a different route. So let's trade back. And if it's a trade back with the Jets, because the Jets want him, and we can dangle that in front of the Jets and threaten them with it and see if they call our bluff or not, that we're going to take him unless they trade with us. And if we trade with them and we take their pick and their second first-round pick, which is, I think, number 18, and then you can get your guy Chambliss at number 18, because I don't see him going any higher, because people are like, oh, he's a third rounder. He's played himself into that end of round 1, early round 2 cusp, in my opinion, and I've seen other people saying this now too. I think he's played his way into that, because he's definitely going to be the number 2 quarterback out there available in this draft. I think he might even beat out Simpson, to be honest with you, because we're in a Moore's off the board, because he ain't coming back. He's playing another year. So I am all for building this roster for the future, not just for the immediate with that one guy that's going to see. Everybody thinks that he's going to come in and save the world. So, no, I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with his playing ability. I'm not questioning his ability to play, and I'm not questioning his character. I'm just questioning what's right for this team moving forward. It has nothing to do with how this kid is. I think he's a great quarterback. Could he be a great quarterback for some teams? Absolutely. Do I think he's the right fit for us at this moment? No, I don't. And it's not, again, because of his ability to play the game. It's where we are as an organization and what we need going forward. That's the problem. Everybody has to, again, take the blinders off and look around this roster. We need quality players, and getting extra picks is going to allow us to do that. You want to turn this team around? I'm telling you, do that. You're not going to turn it around with one guy in the first round that's going to make a difference. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right back.
Real quick, shout out to Severe. He says, if you're not sold on this QB in the first round, don't take him because you're a pussy and afraid of criticism. Make the correct decision.
Bingo.
That's what
Bingo.
I'm saying, man.
Absolutely the way to go. I agree with that comment 100%.
My guy.
Don't take it because everybody's talking about that. He should be the one. Don't take anybody else but him. Why can't we look around? I walk into a store. I know I want something, but if I see something else that catches my eye, but I don't want this anymore now, I want something different. Why can't I? Why do I have to go with this? Because it's the big thing that everybody's pushing because they want that. You might want that. We don't. The team wants this instead.
What about you, Leo? What are your thoughts in regards to?
I may be the only one in the entire Raider Nation that actually questions this guy's ability as a quarterback.
Preach it, baby. Preach it. I want to hear this.
And I've said this for a while, because everybody's Mendoza. How long have you been watching Mendoza, or do you know of Mendoza, other than when the playoffs start?
Shut the fuck up.
Or when ESPN told you to fucking start liking him, right? My thing with college football, and I will continue to say this, and I don't care if I sound like an ass, but if you're a college football cash, you fall in love with the awards and the fact that he's winning a natty, and you think that's going to translate into success. You have to dig deeper into that shit. Watch the film, watch his mechanics. Wait till you start interviewing him during your draft process, right? And then you make your decision. See how he goes up there. Draw a play for him up on the board. How you going to react? The feel. How you going to mesh with me, right? Because I'm telling you, to me, he's the type of quarterback that scares me because he's so popular right now with the media and the college football, that he's supposed to be the number one quarterback, right? And to me, I don't get like he's an automatic, like he's Peyton Manning. You have to take him number one, because even Peyton Manning, you questioned it, right?
Yeah.
Run said it earlier. There's quarterbacks from previous, like the Caleb draft, when it was Caleb, Jaden, and Drake. Those three to me were no question, no doubt ones, right? But I get it. The world is enamored with him right now. The Fernando Abba song drives me fucking absolutely fucking crazy.
That's
right?
on fucking replay, dog.
and the worst part is because of who I am, people are shocked that I'm not supporting the Latino, Chicano, whatever kid, right? That I should want a Mendoza as a quarterback. But I'm like, bro, I'm just looking at it from
traitor. He's a traitor, bro.
But to that though, that doesn't mean that I know more, that I'm right or wrong. If the team really does their homework with this dude and they're absolutely sure this is our guy, then go fucking take him. But don't go fucking take him because he's supposed to be the number one. We did that before. And we can't do that again, bro. Yeah. That's my only thing about Mendoza.
There you go.
Shopping for a shiny contract right now.
Yeah. My thing is this. I think we're at a point where the question should be really raised on why should we, what I'm trying to say is the question. I know the question's out there. Why should we draft Mendoza? I think we need to be really asking, why shouldn't we draft Mendoza? Like, give me the reason why I shouldn't draft the guy. Right. That's a question we should be really looking for and asking ourselves. And I hope that Spytek and Brady are really looking at it that sense. Why shouldn't we draft this kid? Like let's try to find the reason why this guy shouldn't be number one. And if there's something really bad where it's either a character thing, is it because he folds under pressure or whatever, yada yada yada, then so be it. But I think that's kind of what they need to kind of go into that route. Is why should we go out and draft this dude? Like we need to find the reason why we shouldn't draft this kid, right?
And based more off 2 games, bro. People are basing it off 2 games right now with the pending 3rd game. Like, you got to do a deeper job than that.
And there's so much at stake with the number 1 pick. Literally, this pick can change the face of our organization and in different ways, right? Either we go with Mendoza and he's going to be our franchise quarterback of the future, or we trade back and we get more picks. We could potentially get, a few more guys that could be the next superstars in our team, not only at just one particular position, for multiple positions. So, there's a lot at stake that comes with this. So I hope, for one, this on Monday when Mendoza plays, I hope they throw the kitchen sink at this dude and he gets all type of different pressures, all different type of schemes thrown at his way, because you want those challenges. You want to see how he overcomes that. I hope that they're down by like 2 fucking scores at halftime and see how this guy bounces back after halftime, and can they pull it off? I want to see those type of scenarios. I'm pretty sure Spytek and Brady are going to go ahead and do the due diligence. They can go ahead and talk to the fucking elementary school teachers, the fucking friends, his high school sweethearts, whatever, right? To
go talk to his former Cal teammates.
There you go.
So I want to.
Yeah, I completely agree. Real quick with what Jay said too, because I think Miami gonna be the biggest test he didn't have so far. I mean, we're gonna be able to see. It is what it is. I mean,
people said that last week about Oregon too, but
yeah, and look, and y'all know how it is in draft time too. Now, there's gonna be some things we gonna read. And we're gonna be like, all right, there's gonna be some credence. But y'all know how it get during draft time, bro. They gonna dig and they gonna try to find any little fucking thing to say about any guy. So at this point right now, I mean, like, it is true we do gotta find a reason for him not to be the number 1 at this point. But we gotta, we gotta wait till Monday, see what Monday folds. Now, if he come out here, I keep saying, bro, and Cheeto know, if he throw for another fucking 2 something and 3 touchdowns and all the extra, and he look on point. Now, we do got to go through the film, right? You do got to go through the film, and you got to see what type of throws. But I mean, every game there's a couple NFL throws that he didn't have in these games. Now, I do agree with Cheeto, bro. There are some people, they don't be watching college ball like we watch college ball, so they probably just tuning in to what Mendoza is right now.
Yeah.
But
since the first Oregon game.
Channel off the show.
Yeah, bro. Oh, hey,
appreciate There's some people that don't even know actually how tall Diego Pavia is until I tell them.
Hey, don't make
You would
fun of
never
my-
believe that man was 5'9", bro.
Don't make fun of my short kings, bro.
Right.
Hey, just real quick, somebody mentioned about how when saying not take Mendoza, but we're also the same ones that said take Shador in the first. I'm going on record again, and these guys on here with me will attest to it. I never wanted Shador ever, period.
No, I
At
did.
any
I'm
point.
not gonna back down now. I said it. I wanted him.
I never said I wanted Shador, so I don't.
I also said when I got done with Mendoza, I may be wrong.
First of all,
Yeah.
Shador about to earn himself a starting spot next year. So I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what that was trying to prove.
Thank you, Rundown.
No, it's not. You saw it. We all saw it. There's talent there, man. There's talent. I guarantee you, we would have been singing a different tune. He was on our squad.
Man,
How? We still had the same offensive line we had this year. Genti couldn't even run the way he should have been able to. How would we have survived with Shador back there? Shador already has negative yards in rushing because of his sacks and everything. What do you think would happen with him with this team? We're worse than their
he would
offensive
have
line.
evaded and he wouldn't have made us dumb as.
Oh, please, give me a break. You think he would have evaded?
Man,
With this
you make the
offensive
same
line?
excuses for Genti. Why can't Shador have them?
Yeah.
He wouldn't evade shit. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No way.
There were holes. Genti didn't run through them.
Oh yeah, there were, and that's why I said it's not all. It's not all.
Right,
It's Genti's not completely innocent in all this. He missed.
And this comes down to you liking someone.
And by the way, our offensive line ranked top 15 in pass win rate.
You kidding me, dog?
Really?
Yeah, I heard something like that. They have the pass rushes.
They did. Look.
might
Be honest with yourselves, man. Be honest with yourselves. Gino caused a lot of the pressure himself.
Oh,
Did
fuck
Gino
yeah,
not
dude.
sit there
It's
and
so
hold the
pocket
ball
pressure.
for 30 seconds? Like, come on now.
I mean, you saw the pocket presence within different quarterbacks on that team. You know, you saw with Pickett. Pickett definitely had a better pocket presence than fucking Gino did. You know, he just couldn't run well enough. This team was just in shambles this year, and we're doomed to repeat it again if we don't do our homework. Sorry.
And that's exactly why Fernando probably is going to be the pick, because they want a quarterback that performs better in the pocket than that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah, I mean, Fernando looks pretty fucking good, bro. And
all right, before we start enamoring him from the last game against Oregon, again,
I'm talking about season long, bro. But you know.
I know that, but people are saying,
go
"Oh,
ahead.
the last two games, he really, cemented himself and all that crap." That game against Oregon, that was the defense set them up so beautifully throughout the game. He had such short yardage to go with. So it's not like he had long ass sustain. He had 180-yard drive.
I don't think it's just that. I think it's Dante.
Yeah, but
Moore
you
with the
didn't get to
mistakes,
see a
with
full
the
series
mental
of
mistakes,
multiple
bro.
plays. You saw it twice. You saw an 80-yard
No,
drive, 60-yard drive.
but it was also Dante Moore's performance, bro. That's literally what you're gonna also base it off. He had a really poor performance.
I attribute it to defense.
But even the Dante Moore
Right
thing
side.
is wild to me, bro. How you're talking about a 20-year-old kid, right? And he cracked under pressure. He's only 20 years old. So you're gonna take one game under pressure and say he's gonna suck now?
Who, Moore?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that. What are you
I'm
talking
not saying you, but I'm saying when people bring up the versus game between
That's
Mendoza
exactly
and
what
Moore,
they do.
right?
That's exactly
what they're
they do,
doing,
bro.
and they're basing it off one fucking game.
Tank. Yeah, that's why it's
Right?
Now, to Jeff's point, and we talked about it in our group chat, like what Fernando was doing. It was more team success against Oregon when you look at that. But at the same time, like again, you gotta look, are there NFL throws in the game? There are NFL throws in the game. So you can say all right.
I'm not saying that he wasn't good. I get that, but again, you like to see long sustained drives in a game against
100%.
talent, and you just
100%.
didn't see that. You saw two. You saw an 80-yard and a 60. Shit, one of the drives he took the ball over at the 3-yard.
Not discrediting Fernando's performance either.
No, I'm not.
And we do got to be fair too. Fernando had two boneheaded ass plays. He had two boneheaded ass plays. When he was over there spinning in the goddamn middle of the field, like, hey, come on, big dog. If you in the NFL, bro, you get your motherfucking clock clean.
I was like, what are you doing?
Bro, can you imagine if that was Derwin James lining his ass up like that?
Bruh, I said that. Mm-hmm.
What's up, 805? Who's Shador?
That's up, man.
You know what, 805? I'm tired of you, man. You worry about your boy Adam Butler and his roster spot. All right, that's what you better worry about.
Right.
He gonna be like, "What you say about my tackle?"
Who's this other guy? Is it Putnam or Meredith? Which is this other guy?
Oh boy, hey, JJ Pegues gonna slide right on in, man.
Oh, he is. He is. Yeah, I saw that. I heard that. Yeah, he might go to New York.
I'm not surprised. I'm
They
really
almost
not.
got that done deal. I think they agreed on the money. They just gotta ink that shit.
Oh yeah, and he gets to assign his own GM over there.
I think Baltimore might get Minter too. I think that's gonna happen for them.
Yeah,
I think that's a good little
too.
fit.
I think that's where he's going. Yeah.
I think Kubiak coming to us, bro. I really do.
Yeah,
I think that's happening.
I think so too.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. I think he's
Yeah,
a
I do.
front runner, bro.
I do.
I think he's the front runner. I don't know who else would be. You can put LaFleur there, but even I like LaFleur, and I don't think he's the front runner, bro. I think it's Clint. I think they really like Clint.
Now, look, I will say this, and I will preface this for the nation before the weekend comes. Okay. Now, Kubiak could go out there and and the Seahawks can lay a fucking stinker. They could lay a stinker on whatever day they play. What, Saturday, Sunday? What day do they play?
Saturday.
Yeah, well, yeah. So he got to go out there and they look shitty. But I want to remind people, okay, the Rams hired Sean McVay after his Washington offense scored 7 points in a fucking wild card loss. All right, I'm just saying. I'm just
so
preferencing people now.
bro, because what happens this weekend if that happens?
Oh, I'm telling you,
the anti-young people coach.
He fucking sucks. He fucking sucks, bro. Hey, Sean McVay. I remember. I know y'all remember when he got hired, bro. Everybody was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And everybody questioned it. Now it is what it is, bro. As long as he's your guy, y'all feel confident.
Yeah. When my mom saw Sean McVay, she said, "Oh, who's that?"
Hey, she was sold for different reasons.
So from day one, dog.
Oh shit! Hey, but y'all already know, man. Much love, man. I gotta get up out of here, man. Get ready to lay everything down. So, yeah, y'all know what it is, man. But it's been fun sharing the screen with y'all as always, man. Make sure you guys hitting the like button, hit the subscribe button on these guys, man. Hit these guys like button, hit the subscribe button on this dope content, bro. Don't miss none of this content.
Yes, sir. Make sure you guys subscribe to all the channels. To my guy, the Raider Rundown channel, make sure you guys go ahead and tap in. Hit those noties one time. That way you don't get left on the dark on all the news that drops.
Now he's referring to Adam Butler as the Adam Butler.
Oh,
hey, shit, that's the next reason we need Clint, bro. Shit, Clint go give JJ a carry. Fuck that. I want to see the Pegues package.
He's a season too late for Jack Kenner to get free there from 805, though. He's already going to pay him up.
You got to pay up. You got to pay up.
Damn, it is true, bro. It is true. You did make that bet. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Factuals. All right, y'all. Much love, man. I'm going to dip up out of here. Hey, Cheeto, get home safely, big dog.
Hey, thank you, big dogs. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, my guy. Yes, sir.
That's my dude. Run down. I was glad I've been a minute. He's funny.
Robert Saleh, who says don't? I say no.
I'm cool with Saleh. I wouldn't mind Saleh.
I wouldn't mind like us interviewing him. I don't know. I think there's better candidates.
I think
just on the young coach train. You're on the young coach train.
I am on the young coach train, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't be mad like, oh fuck that, we made the worst choice ever. But I'm like, I'm all right.
The only reason I wouldn't mind a defensive coach, and as much as we are, you got to be offense, you still look at like some of the top teams. You still got to play good defense to win in this fucking league.
Oh yeah.
Philly beat Kansas City last year in the Super Bowl with defense. You know, Denver is at top where they are right now, not because of their offense, because of that fucking defense. Yeah. Yeah. So you still need defense, though, as much as everybody wants to say it's an offensive league or that touchdown sell tickets. But yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see here. More topics. I think we pretty much covered everything. Yeah, I mean, we pretty much covered everything as far as, you know, should Mendoza be the pick and all that talk, the draft talk and whatnot. So, you know, obviously we got to go ahead and figure this head coaching thing first before we even get to the draft. And then we got free agency being before that. So, yeah, I mean, let's see what happens in the next, you know, few weeks. And you never know. I mean, there's some more candidates to be interviewed as well. So that's going to be interesting as well.
Yeah, I know. Instead of just 20 offensive linemen, it looks like we're going to interview 20 fucking head coaches.
You get your sweaty head everywhere, bro.
Right? Like, Jesus Christ.
Enough of them against the wall. One of them will stick at some point, right?
Right. Yeah. All right, fellas. I got to get going. Good show, man. I'll see y'all next week. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We'll go ahead and close the show out here.
All right, brothers.
There you go. Shout out to Severe gifting 5 Cheeto memberships.
Oh,
my masses over there. Shout out to him, man.
I'm actually going to be near your hood right now, Severe. I might go to some Popeyes over in Hawthorne.
All right.
Check it out.
He hit you up too, and me.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out to our guys, Severe. Appreciate you, my guy.
Thanks, Severe. Appreciate you, my guy.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Talk to you later, Jeff.
Later, Leo.
Later, man. But
then there were 2.
And then there were 2. That's it.
I appreciate that, Severe. Thank you, man. That's awesome.
Yes, sir. Salute. But there you go. Yeah, Giants. Looks like Giants got their coach with Harbaugh. So that's good with them. And, you know, that was probably the best fit. And my thing was this. Yes, I wish that we could have, you know, brought him in for an interview, but I think probably something was said through the phone, through this some at some point during the communications.
I'm willing to bet
they were just like, nah, we're good, bro. We're gonna go ahead and pass on you. You know, we're just.
He might have talked to us and said, "Listen, you know, I'm, you know, on the QT, but it looks like I'm probably going to take the Giants job." And in all honesty, if that's the case and that's where he wanted to go, that saves Spytek and Brady and anyone else involved in the interviews wasting their time, you know, interviewing him. For what reason? If they already know that that's where he's going to go, you know, if he gets offered the job, you know, and if they've already talked to the GM at the, you know, because you know these GMs all talk, you know, so I guarantee Spytek picked up the phone and said, "Hey, listen, how legit is this?" And they said, "Oh, it's 100% legit. We're going to offer him," you know, because you know they're going to talk. If it's going to save someone else the hassle of trying to work an interview with somebody, then what's the sense in it? You know, if the guy got sold on taking that job, I think the Giants are they're going to be in a good spot with him.
Yeah,
especially with that young defense, that's going to be perfect. That's right up his alley, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Harbaugh to be saying, look, you know, this is what I'm kind of looking for in a team, and you know, I kind of already had preliminary calls with the Giants, and you know, they're offering me a lot, and you know, not so much as far as financially, but you know, the control that I need to go ahead and put a team together. What are you guys' thoughts on that? And it could have been just that type of conversation. Then Spytek could have been like, you know what, we're good, man. You know, let's just not waste each other's time, and good luck to you. And you know, I hope it all works out. And that's how it went. You know, with the whole thing with Tomlin, I mean, it sucks, but hey, that's just how the business is. He's still under contract. We would have to go ahead and give up either draft capital or a player to make that happen, you know, or I don't even know.
Position to trade away a pick like that. But
no, especially when we're talking about trading back more picks, bro. Can't afford to go ahead and give up draft picks for a coach, you know.
No, and it's funny because some of the people, and here's the funny part is some of the people you've seen in the chat saying, "Hey, let's trade that pick away for like James last night was like, hey, let's trade away everything just to get Tomlin." But you're the same guy that's in the chat too. Same people that are saying we take Mendoza number 1 overall, and then all of a sudden, they're like, oh, we should get Tomlin too. Well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. That's, just like you can't do that. It's not going to happen. You're going to lose that number 1 pick. So forget it. Tomlin's out. Don't even want to talk about that anymore. There's no need for it. We don't need it.
Yeah. So whoever they pick, I think one thing is going to be for certain that the division is going to be aligned, and they're going to be on the same wavelength as Spytek and Brady, and whatever that is. So if it's Mendoza, cool. If it's not Mendoza, then they're going to be on that same page. So it's going to be probably like a unified decision on how they're going to go about that draft. But whatever it is, fucking Spytek's very crafty and he holds shit to the vest. And I'm pretty sure he's going to go ahead and be playing it off that he wants Mendoza. And it's a good move because you want to go ahead and sell it that you're going to go ahead and draft that guy because you'll have somebody call and say, hey, what do you want for the number 1? This is what we want. Or what do you offer or whatever,
What I take from all this is last season, obviously, it was apparent that Pete Carroll wasn't on the same page with Chip Kelly. They weren't aligned. Pete Carroll wasn't on the same page as Spytek, even though they said they were. It's obvious they weren't, because if they were, then Brendan Carroll would have been gone as soon as that information came to Spytek's awareness that this is what's happening with your offensive line coach. And you can't sit there and say he didn't know about it, because he did know about it, because he talked to certain players and went over game film with them to help them. As a GM, he's doing this. It's not a GM's job, but he was forced into it for the betterment of the team. That tells me right there that Spytek's all on board on making this team better. Okay? Mm-hmm. So that's why it's imperative that Spytek is on the same page as the coach that he hires. So they have to be on the same path for the direction of this organization. And if they're already not matched, they're not going to hire a guy that's not going to be working towards the same goal. So we just got to bide our time. It's probably going to be one of these coaches that are still in the playoffs. I hope it is Kubiak.
Yeah, I hope it's Kubiak too, or LaFleur. Either of those guys.
I'll take either one of them. I won't be pissed if one or the other get it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for sure. And I really, that's why I say that I think Kubiak is most likely the front runner in all this, because he hasn't taken too many interviews. I mean, I think he has the rest of this week to go ahead and get some in via Zoom, but he hasn't really done too many. You have other guys that are out there like consistently doing more interviews. He hasn't really done that too much. And you look back with like the whole Ben Johnson thing, same thing. Ben Johnson kind of did something very similar where he only took a few interviews and he didn't really go out there and interview with all these teams out there, So
because he had his mindset on which one he really wanted to put all his eggs into that one basket. He wanted the Chicago job for two reasons. One, he's getting a second-year quarterback by the time he takes over. He knows he can work with the guy. He knows what he can do to build that team, and the fact that he's going to get to go up against teams that he's already familiar with, that he played twice a year in Minnesota and Green Bay, and a chance to go up against his old team twice a year, So I think that was like a personal challenge for him to see how well he could do against these guys, and he kicked their ass. Mm-hmm. They got another game this weekend. They got a home game. They're one step away from the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
They very well could make it to that at this point. Yeah. It's amazing that 2 years in a row we got two teams that have such a big change to them. One draft and a quarterback. It's the same quarterbacks, same draft. Caleb Williams in his second year and Jaden Daniels in his rookie year takes their respective teams to the NFC Championships. How often does that happen? Well, it's happened possibly twice now. Back to back. Yeah. And that's what people see as fans, and they think that we can do the same. I just can't see us doing that no matter what we do in this draft. Whether we take Mendoza or not. I just don't see us turning it around. And I'm not saying that we can, but the odds are stacked against us.
The odds are stacked against us, but the cool thing is that let's say if it is Kubiak, he's probably going to be here for at least, he's probably going to get like a 5-year, 6-year contract, somewhere around that ballpark. So he's going to be here at least for 3 to 4. I'm saying 3 at the minimum. 3, like, so he's here for year 1, year 2, year 3. It's going to be that kind of prove it type of year, and that might go either way. Hopefully it's 4. That's realistic when you be able to go ahead and really make an assessment and judge a head coach, and especially if you gave them, you got the number 1 overall pick, you're able to go ahead and rebuild in your second year. You know, the additional pieces you didn't get to do in your first draft as a head coach. So, and then year 3, you should already be like out there, kind of like you're like a piece away from like getting back into, you know, respectability, into, you know, being competitive. And if you're not doing that, then there's something fucking wrong. So I think by that year 3, year 4, you're already at that marker. So I think knowing that is going to give like a guy like Kubiak, LaFleur, whoever they bring in, that kind of reassurance, you know. But that's the thing too. That's why I say, like, I don't think there's a need to necessarily trade back all like right away, because you don't need to go ahead and get all your pieces in the first year. This is probably going to be like a 3-year thing, where it's going to take us 3 years to get everybody that we essentially need to go ahead and make that playoff appearance, playoff push. So I don't know. That's how I feel about it. But if you have your focal point in your quarterback, and that's who you're sold on, that's who you like, then cool. But that's why I say, like, we should be asking the question, and they should be asking the question, why shouldn't we draft this quarterback? Like, give us a reason why we shouldn't go out and get Mendoza. That's a real question they should be asking. And if they have an answer for that, cool. Make a plan to trade that back. And who are you going to, and I think the second most important move, if you're going to go that route, who are you going to pick first?
Well, you know, and the other thing too is everybody's so quick to say, well, we can do this in free agency. We can do, even free agency isn't a guarantee, to be honest with you. Other teams might make an offer that's too good for a player to pass up and don't want to come here. Some players probably might not even want to come here because of the dysfunction with this organization for so long. We're not a enticing team to come and play for at the moment. You know, could a head coach change that? I thought that last year with Pete Carroll coming in as the head coach, that we might be able to get different players in here that can add value, and we didn't really get that. You know, so the free agency is not always a guaranteed thing. So we might not get who we really think we should in free agency. That's a gamble too, just as much as the draft is. You know, you might get a guy that you think is going to help us, but if he doesn't fit the system right, or if he can't grow with the system that our coaches are going to have in place, then that's also a downside to that. So there's so many different things here that just have to fall right. And if they don't, then we're screwed. So if we can't solidify line in free agency because players just don't want to come here, even though we wave all that money in their face, if they don't want to come here, they don't want to come here. And now what? Now we have to count on the draft, because they have no choice. Once you draft them, they either come here or they just don't. They don't go to anywhere, and they
sit out.
Yeah, they can't go anywhere. They're yours. You own the rights to them, so they can't go anywhere until you relinquish their rights. You know, so that's not always the easy fix is free agency. I'd like to think it would.
You have more control in free agency, because now
you do.
If you need to get into a bidding war, you have that ability. And with $100+ million in the war chest, that's going to go ahead and kind of go a long way, but it also could go very fast. And real quick, shout out to Mr. Fantastic on the $2 super.
Thank you.
Anyone remember when the Raiders had a future?
Yeah, 20 years ago.
20 years ago, bro. Hey,
so
shout out to Fantastic, bro. Appreciate you on the $2 special, my guy. But yeah, you could go different routes, but I feel like you don't have to get all your pieces in year one. I don't think you can even get all your pieces in year one. We have 21 positions, 21 free agents are going to hit the market. You realistically have about maybe like 18 to 20 positions, probably 18 is probably the number that I'm kind of looking at that you would have to go ahead and really kind of fill. And then you could probably fill. I don't even know if you could fill that. And it might require us to go ahead and kind of go back and go a little on the cheaper route on some of these guys. But yeah, I don't think you can fill in all your positions with top tier talent in year one. It's hard. It's a hard thing.
See this question?
Shout out to Edgar. He says, let's say Kubiak and LaFleur go to another team. Would you guys want Mike McDaniel as a head coach? As the only offensive minded left in this coaching search, you know, if it, I don't know. Well, look, my third guy is a defensive guy, so I will want Shula, right? If the other two guys go somewhere else. And this is why it's so important to interview as many guys as you can, because you need plans A, B, C, D, F, probably even fucking G, especially if we're ranked fifth as the top destination to go ahead and be a head coach for head coaching vacancies. Mm-hmm. I would want to get up to plan G. So you want to go ahead and get that many guys that you would want on your list and start going down the list, right? Obviously, I think Clint Kubiak is on top of that list, but if that doesn't work out, which it definitely could, so that's also too. I want to kind of like not get my hopes up, because I feel like we might get another Ben Johnson incident, like it not happen, you know. But if it ain't, all right, cool. Then you go LaFleur. If not, Shula. I don't know if McDaniel retread would be a thing. I would like more as an offensive coordinator, but also too.
I hear McDaniel and I just think of dumbass in New England. Sorry, so that's why I went. Oh,
yeah. But we haven't even requested an interview with him, so that's also too. That makes me wonder. You know, like, do you even like that guy? I don't think. He's been on the market for about a week now, and nothing has been floated out there. So I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably like the last time I think we had legit hope in anything was that season. Because since then it's just been all crap.
Look at Rorschach. Why are we calling AP?
Actually, Patrick Graham is interviewing with is it Miami?
He had an interview with Miami.
I saw him
yesterday or today, something like that.
Which is fine with me, because I don't want to hear anymore either. So
well, we knew that. Yeah, we kind of knew that he was going to go ahead and part ways, you know, at the end of the season anyway. I mean, he's been here for 3 years, three regimes now. I think that's kind of already, you know, run its course, as you used to say. I think he wants to go to greener pastures. I think we're at a point where it's just like, fuck it, let's just gut it anyway. So, you know, they're not really, you know, crying for his loss, you know. And then also too, we didn't even bother to go ahead and consider him as a candidate. So that could have been like, hey, you know, can you come into the office? Like, you know, we want to see if you're interested in possibly interviewing for the position. They didn't even do that. So I think they're good with just letting him, you know, part ways.
Yeah, I see it on ESPN right now too. About Harbaugh.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if I was a Giants fan, I think I would be kind of happy with that, knowing what their team is like right now. Mm-hmm. You know, I still think their best attributes are definitely their defense, and he's definitely the right guy for them, I'm telling you. I think he's going to turn that team around. I mean, not that they weren't bad last year. I mean, yeah, they had a shitty record, but they played tough. Yeah. That defense is no joke.
Yeah,
so, good for him. Good for the Giants. I know a few Giants fans. I'm sure they're going to be happy.
Yeah. Shout out to Martinez. He says, we can't afford to pass up on a potential franchise QB to get a bunch of O-line pieces in the draft. People say Mendoza had funny feet and stares down receivers, but he only had two incomplete passes. And again, that's also basing off the last game. You know, I know he had a really game before that, but also you got to look at the whole body of work for the whole season. You know, so how far back are you going? You know, and also are you looking at the Cal tape? So that's also important, because And I think about it in a different way where like, all right, cool. How has he improved since the Cal days up until a point, when he transferred over to Indiana? To me, I see like a big improvement, right? But not everybody can, see my point of view, and that's fine. But then that's why I say like find the reasons why you shouldn't draft Mendoza. Like find out why we shouldn't get this guy number one. Like he's there for the picking. So we just need to find the reason why something. And when I say find the reason, you can't just basically, oh yeah, he fucking he made that blunder and like almost turned the ball over. The last game. I'm talking about as a whole. Like well, what is a characteristic that makes you not want to draft them? Like for example, Pavia. His stock fell because he had that rant at the Heisman ceremony. His stock plummeted. Now, would he be number one? No, he would not be a first round pick, but he probably could have been a little bit higher. I'm thinking probably maybe late second, maybe third. Right now, I'm thinking he's probably going to go down to like fourth, fifth round pick, and that's me being like, nice. Well, that's my guy. I like that guy. So, but
the thing is, it's not going to be for his playing ability. It's going to be for his personal stuff now. That's where character comes into a lot of this with these players. Look what happened with Shedeur. Some say it was his character that pushed him back. It's happened with other players in the past. Their character flaws are what hurts their draft stock. And that's what's going to happen with, right there. He just said it. That's exactly what's going to happen with him, I think.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, if he would have won the Heisman, would he have been the number one overall? No, probably not, because his height is going to hold him back too. That's a big deal. Oh shit, Leo's calling me. Yo, we're still on.
We're about to end.
We didn't get off.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my thing. I mean, you see that with Pavia, with how that happened with him. Like his stock just plummeted because of that incident. So, I'm pretty sure it's going to go ahead and kind of follow suit with when it comes down to time for the draft in April. So, yeah. But yeah, I think that's really what you guys need to be really asking is like, why shouldn't we draft this guy? So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but obviously, Mendoza is probably going to be drafted. Huh?
Was you still on? I said, yeah, we're still on the show.
Yeah, it's wow.
You guys signed off. I thought you were saying goodnight. I said, no, we're still talking with the chat. Shit.
Yeah.
But I'm ready whenever you are. So
we'll go ahead and kind of end it off on a note. Shout out to Big Luck. He says, Jay, that's why I stand on Mendoza. There is not a reason not to, in my opinion. And yeah, bro, that's the question you gotta ask yourself. But you do your research, do your due diligence, and Spy Tech and Brady are gonna do theirs, and that's what I'm saying. Like they're gonna be talking to everybody and really seeing like if this kid is gonna be not only skill wise the guy to change our franchise, but also to be the leader. And that's also for me, that's also an appealing part. It's just like, yeah, it's really good character.
That's so true though, too, probably.
Yeah, bro. Exactly, Doug. Hey, and no, not to shed on my fellow Burqueños here. But hey, bro, we fucking party, dog. You know what I mean? Like this motherfucker and his brother is gonna be out in Vegas. Come on, dog. Let's just go to the club. We'll leave by 3:30, bro. Come on. You already know, bro. We're gonna get that shit. It's gonna happen, bro. Ask fucking Prayer Ready. He knows, dog. We fucking we party, bro. We crazy over here. Shout out to Prayer.
That's
2000 Super, bro.
Such like a wholesome type kid.
Yeah, bro.
Go to bed by 9.
Yeah, he's like, no, bro. And he's like, oh, I got early practice. I got to get up at 3:30 in the morning, and probably barely gonna be getting home at 3:30 in the morning, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's that type of shit. Instead of like popping bottles, this dude's gonna be popping playbooks, bro. You know?
I rated that big no other night, bot. I'm sorry.
But all right. But other than that, that is our time for today. Appreciate you guys pulling up. Appreciate everyone sending those supers. Salute to everybody who was in the chat today. For those who spectated, appreciate you guys as well. Just tapping in with us, rocking with us on this Wednesday night. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on all the channels here. My guy Raider Jeff 401 _ Raider _ Jeff, LV Raider 10, who was with us in spirit, and Tito Lens, who was in here earlier, and then of course our guy the Raider Rundown. Make sure you guys go ahead and give him a subscribe, hit those likes. That does really help our channels grow and get our show out to the YouTube algorithm, and hopefully the fucking Raiders and Spy Tech and Brady can pop up on their fucking phone, on their little YouTube algorithm, and say, hey, you know what? Get this shit right, bro. Get this shit right. No pressure. Just
Texans beat them.
Just our future. Just our future. You know, that's it. Get the shit right.
Tana Jack, I hope everything all right with her. I just saw that he's got a 4-hour drive and back.
Oh, wow, man. Yeah.
I hope everything's all right, man.
Yeah, for sure. Hope everything's all right, man. Yeah. But
smoke.
Salute.
So the only thing I got coming up this week, well, not the only thing, but tomorrow night with Nate and I, the Raiders Coast to Coast, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. And then Friday night, episode number 3 of No Huddle. So again, anybody that's got a friend that's a fan of one of the other 31 teams in the NFL, make sure they check it out. My links down in the on my channel for the last week's show episode. But check my channel out. I'll probably have a studio set up tomorrow for it. So Friday night, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific.
And even if you're not a fan of the other teams, just fucking go on there and give your predictions. Who do you think is going to go ahead and win these games this weekend? It's fun. It's so fun. You know, you have your kind of favorites between these games, and you know, I think like certain dudes are going to go ahead. Certain teams are going to go ahead and win this weekend's game. So just go ahead and pop in there, talk some shit, talk some football. It's always good.
I see Milwaukee DeWalt Tools in the chat here on my channel. Dude, check back on Friday night. Come in and we'll talk 49ers with you. I don't care. We'll talk about your team. You got a playoff game coming up this weekend, so let's go.
I got for me, I got Bills over Broncos. You already know. And you know about the Donkeys. I got Seahawks over Niners. Not about the Niners. Sorry, sis. I love you, but hey, they couldn't fucking do it. They couldn't do it the other fucking day. What makes me think that they're gonna fucking do it again? No, it's gonna be like a 21-7 type of score. Pats. I think Pats are gonna go ahead and ups. They're gonna go ahead and beat the Texans. It's gonna be a close game though. I think they're gonna go ahead and pull that off. Rams over Bears. I think that happened. So you know, again.
Yeah.
Go on there, go on Friday, tell them, you know, put your favorites up, tell them why, and it's always fun. It's always fun to just.
I like Lewis's picks. He's got Bills, Seahawks, Rams, and Texans. I think that's what I'm going with too. To be honest with you, I got.
He says Bills, Seahawks, Texans, and Bears. Oh shit! Okay. Go.
I'm telling you, if you can run the ball like they did this past Monday night against Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh's defense is a heck of a lot better than New England's. I think the Texans could win it. The Texans' defense is damn good too. So New England better be ready. The only downside is it's in New England.
Yeah, let's see. There you go.
We need Houston to win because if Buffalo knocks out Denver, then that game is in Houston. Actually,
if Houston knocks out,
Houston would be division, so they would get the home game. They would get the AFC Championship game.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah. But if New England wins and Buffalo wins, Buffalo's coming to New England.
Okay. And if it snows, it's like another snowball and shit.
No, they ain't gonna. I don't think there's any snow in the forecast anytime soon.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of, anyway. It was in the 50s here today. I was like, God damn it.
I know. I was 55 today. Like it's so cold and like 6 a.m. It's like 28 to 29, and then like by 3 it's like 55 degrees. So what the fuck? It's crazy. But
no, I don't.
Huh?
Boston fan for life. He came on screen with me last Friday night.
Okay.
He's been on before when we used to do the old school Friday nights, and yeah, so he knows I don't want them to win. So yeah,
but yeah. Other than that, y'all, appreciate you guys. Salute to everybody. We'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Yep. Stay safe, Raiders.
Have a good night. Appreciate you guys. Bye.
Raider Nation. It's time to connect. Leo, Jay, Nate, Jeff, Rod. Yeah, silver and black. The crew is insane. Breaking down the madness before you can blink. Another week, wow, another storyline. But the Raider connection keeps it all in line. From Vegas lights to the East Coast grind, we talk that truth, no filter, no rewind. Four voices strong, so buckle in tight. It's time to bring the nation to life tonight. This is the Raider Connection Show, where the silver and black stories flow. Leo, J, Nate, and Jeff on go, breaking every play down blow by blow. R-N-4-L, you already know. Welcome to the Raider Connection Show. Leo with the facts, breaking down the scene. Jay brings the fire, keeping takes real mean. Nate on the road with the vibe and the view. And Jeff swings heavy when the nation needs truth. Wins or losses, we show up proud. Raising Raider Nation, loud and loud. Hit that chat, pull up, don't wait. This is family, this is connection, this is fate. Silver shields up, the energy grows. Four voices united everywhere that it goes. Every first down, every heart rate hit. Raider Nation stays locked, we don't quit. This is the Raider Connection Show, where the silver and black stories flow. Kaleo, J, Nate, and Jeff on go, breaking every play down blow by blow. R-N-4-L, that's how we roll. Welcome to the Raider Connection Show. So grab your drink, hit subscribe, let's ride. Raider Nation strong, we never divide. From kickoff to the final echo, you're tuned into the Raider Connection Show. Hey! You're tuned into the Raider Connection Show.